Hello everyone. Welcome to another edition of Return to Minecraft. We are at my home base and we have a lot to do, so let's get started. The first thing we need to do is some enchantment. So here we have our bookshelves and our enchanting table, and the things we need to enchant are a diamond axe, because I accidentally threw my axe into the fire. And then my armor is getting low, so I need to create some new armor and enchant it. So let's get some lapis here. Come to the enchanting table, put our lapis in this spot. I'm going to put the axe here in this spot. These are the 3 levels of enchantment that I can put on this. Efficiency seems to be the thing to have, and that's basically just how quickly it will accomplish its task. So this will take 3 enchantment levels. So I have Fortune 2 and Efficiency 3. That's awesome. So now let's do my helmet. Protection 1, Unbreaking 1, Fire Protection 3. That sounds pretty good. Let's do that. And Unbreaking 3, so that helmet's going to last a long time. That's good. Now let's see what our leggings will get. Protection 3, Blast Protection 2. Let's do blast protection. That will protect us from explosions. And then our diamond chest plate. Let's do unbreaking and see what else we get. More blast protection. Excellent. Okay. Oops. So now, let's replace that. With that. Okay. Our boots are still pretty good. And this will be a nice backup if something ever happens. I will have this armor, which still has some life in it, but it's just making me nervous with those red bars. Okay. So there is... I'm going to take this too. Put that in my inventory. So there we have the enchantment done. And now, let's come here. The next thing we need to do is we need to make some potions. We talked about making potions last time. So you can hear this paper rustling. It's because I'm pulling out my sheet that I've printed out with all the different enchantments on it. Okay. So here is my enchanting area. And to start out enchantments, you need some bottles. So let's not use all those right now. And then these are the different ingredients you need to create enchantments. Now to start out, you need nether wart, which we gathered from the nether. And we're going to pull up our stand here, put in our bottles, and then we put in the nether wart. And you can see the progression here on the arrow. every enchantment starts out with another wart. And that creates an awkward potion, it says. Well, most. And we got an achievement. So let's do some more. There are a few that do not need another wart, but most of the other ones do. So we need to make a lot of these to prepare our first step. Interesting that you really can't tell a difference without rolling over the bottles. But most of these are multi-step processes. And we'll do one more set here. And I think we'll do some fire resistance. Underwater breathing, I think, is also important. So we'll do fire and water and maybe some healing. Okay, so now to do underwater breathing, we need pufferfish. We'll do 3 of that. You can see the little bottles here in the stand. It's pretty neat. Put that back. The next thing we're going to need is redstone, and that is going to extend the potion of breathing from 3 minutes to 8 minutes. Okay, so now we take that and replace it with redstone. You can see it says 3 minutes there beside it. And as it counts down, it now says 8 minutes. So now we can explore underwater a little bit. Now for healing, we need melon, and we need some gold. The first thing we need to do, whoops, to come over here. Where did I put my melon? Did I grab the wrong thing? I did. Okay, now put some melon in the middle. Well, first we got to get our gold. Okay. So this creates something called glistering melon. And we need one more. So it's a fairly expensive item. We'll put our pufferfish back and our gold and our melons. Now they've turned like this pink color. And then we put some redstone. Nope. Let me look here. I need glowstone. And that's going to increase the potion of healing from 2 hearts to 4 hearts. Instant health 2. Okay. So now, what else should we do? We have some golden carrots. With golden carrots, we can make night vision. Some of the other things you can make are potions of invisibility, of leaping, fire resistance, swiftness, poison, regeneration, and potions of strength, and a potion of weakness. You can also make a potion of harming. Okay, so now let's increase those from 3 to 8 minutes again. It's kind of hard to tell unless it's a really drastically different color, the difference between the different potions. Okay. Night vision. Let's put this back. And the next thing let's do is strength, maybe? Let's do strength. We need blaze powder for that. So the kind of downside of this is it fills up your inventory with a lot of bottles. Okay, potion of strength. Now we're going to increase the time from 3 minutes to 8 minutes again. Now this is actually going to increase the... Okay, so it actually decreased the amount of time, but it increased the amount of strength. So I have 260% attack damage. And these are going to become important, especially the water breathing and the strength, when I go in search of the underwater fortresses. I have no idea where they are in this map, but that will come much later. But they are underwater, so you have to have the potions in order to breathe underwater for a long enough time to be successful. So I'm going to put these here. And I'm trying to think if I need anything else. I think we've done what we needed to here. So I will now show you what I've been working on. So this base is pretty much the same. Not much has changed. I actually haven't been here very much. I just came back as a starting point for you guys, and also this is where I have my enchantment and my potions. But let's move on. And show you where the real action has been taking place. It's taking longer and longer to travel as I extend my explorations. But they have been very fruitful. And that's been nice. Here's my desert outpost. I guess this isn't desert, this isn't technically mesa, but it's dry like a desert. The sun is setting behind the mountain. And we're not going to stop here, we're just going to continue on. As we watch the moon rise. As we head back to our little hilltop outpost. The lava fall. Looking very beautiful. Now you'll notice, let me get out here, that this track now continues. And I'm just going to come up here. I also have not been to this outpost in a while. Just to kind of see what we've got. I'm going to take some of this track. I have a much bigger storage area now that I've created. So I can kind of move around some things in my inventory. Okay. So now let's go back down. And this time it goes around the hill, goes under this waterfall, and we're going to head through the mountain underneath the footbridge. I carved this part of it, and then I hit this cave, and I didn't have to carve anything except this last little section. And I could pop out here. Go through the snow biome. Welcome to my second base. I've built it around this zombie spawner. I've put the lights around it, the torches, so that it does not spawn zombies. But I thought it was pretty. Here I have a second kitchen, which I've just put in. I've also put in some little windows so you can see the sunrise and the moonrise. This is the beginnings of a building chamber where I will have a workbench, my anvil, and stuff like that. Furnaces, a bed. And then here I have storage. As you can tell from all the coal I have and all the iron, I've been doing a lot of mining. I found some caves, and I'm still exploring everything that they have in them. They are massive. Okay, this is kind of my catch-all. So I'm just going to put that stuff in there. I have flowers in here. And then I need to put my eggs in here. And I have snow in here, so that will keep everything cold. Thought that was funny. Okay. So what I want to do is also store my potions. There we go. Since I don't need these right away. Okay, that gives me a bare minimum of what I need. And I'll label these, and so I'll know what's in each one of them. I haven't done that yet. But I wanted to show you what I've done with my second base. I enclosed it all in glass, and I am in the process of turning it into a farm. I got some cacti here and some reeds. Not much else. And I have up here I had a creeper explode, and that took out my ladder. There we go. So let's go up here to the top of this mountain. It's nighttime, so it's kind of hard to see. And down here I have a much more extensive farm. With some wheat, carrots. I have pumpkins I'm growing now, some melons, potatoes, all being fed by this spring of water. And in here I just have a little bit of storage. So this is the surrounding area, at least what it looks like at night. We've seen this before, but from a different perspective. I'll go down and show you. And here we'll take the elevator down. So, I think it's pretty in here. I like the way the light lights up different parts of the glass. And then down here, you can probably hear all the noise already. Underneath this archway of stone, I've created a place for my livestock. Lots of sheep, lots of chickens, and I need to actually collect some chickens. Oops, that's a creeper, that's not good. Go away. Don't you need you exploding and destroying. Nope. Okay. So I need to reproduce some more chickens here a little bit. The sun is coming up, beautiful sunrise. And that'll be perfect to show you the rest of what I've been making. So the water comes down from there, it spills down, it comes all the way to here and stops. And I believe you've seen this before. I think I ended my last video in this area talking about how I wanted to create the base here. I squared off this corner, but I left this edge a little rough. You can see it steps back and forth. But I squared this part off so that I'd have some nice large space inside. And here we have the portal, which I used. That's kind of what started my use of this area, trying to find a portal that was far enough away from my other ones to give me a different access point into the Nether. And if we come this way, I have tunneled underneath the mountain, since it was quite impassable and tall. It's much easier to go underneath it than to try to jump around over top of it. So this is another area. I think eventually I will have a minecart track laid here. Because we have another wonderfully complex mountain system here. And we have plenty of sheep. I was having a hard time finding sheep before. So here's these mountains. Another wonderful lava fall. You can see here's my base is right behind there. I love these floating, huge, monolithic. This looks like some kind of beast with blue legs walking out into the ocean. Lots to explore in this area. Let's head back. Try to not make this so boring of just walking around. That's why you need mine carts. Speed it up a little bit. I'm going to need to eat something soon. This running is depleting my energy levels. We'll get back here to where we started. And let me pull some of this cooked chicken here. There we go. And that's why I needed to harvest some more chickens because I was running out. So that is where we are. Like I said, I've been doing some really extensive mining. And if you would like to see that, let me know. I don't know if exploring caves is something you find exciting in a Minecraft video. But so you can see here, I can monitor my flocks through the floor. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe. I do all types of ASMR videos, including these Minecraft ones. And I will see you next time when we will do some more exploring. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.